When you become an actor, and especially when you've not done it before, another thing very interesting about you, or intriguing anyway, is that you call yourself a one-take artist.
Yeah.
It's someone who psychs herself
Yeah.
into becoming a particular person,
Yeah.
and that you should give that first take.
Yeah.
That would be very, very scary for the director, right?
It is.
Because either you get it or you don't, because you won't give beyond a second take.
No, I will give, but I give them a warning that it probably won't be as good as the first one.
Okay.
I will give, it's my duty as an actor, but I do warn them that it is how it is. I'm not a trained actor, and that's actually a negative that comes with it, not being a trained actor, that I don't know how to get this back again.
It's that moment for you.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it again, because that spontaneity and that how it will look natural will be the first time. Once I empty myself the first time, it's very difficult to fill myself up with the same ingredients. So I confess it to my directors way ahead, and this is how it is, and they sometimes get a little bit of shock, but when they start working with me and they see that what I really mean is actually true.
Would they be scared though if they don't like your first and the second?
No. If they don't like, then it's perfectly fine, because then they'll come and tell me that what they don't like, and then I have a new energy to work on, right? So if you tell me, okay, you're going in the wrong direction, this is not the emotion I want you to do, I want you to pull off this emotion. So I know, okay, I'm going wrong. So that is a total new thing for me then.
Right.
But if it didn't happen, if they couldn't capture it because of some or the other technical glitch, which often happens on set, then it becomes a scary thing, because then, especially in these most critical shots, they just feel like, okay, how will we ever get this again, and I really want to do this. And I've had times where directors have said I'm okay to keep a slightly out of focus shot, because I just don't want to get rid of this shot which I've got. I will never be able to get it again. So I do warn them beforehand that this is my shortcoming, and I am aware it's a shortcoming which can work to my advantage in certain things, but it is an actor's shortcoming that I cannot do my same take or repeat the take again the second or third time.
So does it also become harder for you then to get in and then get out as well?
Yeah, I think I'm, which probably sounds very funny from the outside, and I say it also and laugh at it, that I am becoming a crazy person with every film, which goes like, I can get rid of 90% of the character out of my system, but 10% stays, and it does change something in me after every such film I do, and it stays.
Like, give me an example.
Okay, so most of the times I'm not able to put finger on it.
Sure.
That what exactly has changed, but my temperament changes, my mood swings change. Especially when I'm fresh out of a film, you will see some very visible changes. Like, I'll give you an example. When I came out of Manmarziyaan, I came back home, and my sister, obviously, we both live together, so she's witnessed to all these changes firsthand. And now she's scared what might happen after every film. But now, the example what happened during Manmarziyaan was, we went out for dinner, and we were waiting for the car driver to get the car, and there was a man who was just very slyly taking out camera on a bike, standing at the red signal there, just in front of us.
Right.
We were standing on the pavement, and there was a guy at the red signal, and he's just very slyly. So it's not like you ask me for a picture, and I'm not a public property, I'm a public figure, and there's a clear difference between the two. And I sometimes get a little almost offended when I see people taking picture of mine like a public property, like I'm a Qutub Minar or something.
Right.
So that guy very slyly started taking picture like that, and I saw that he's taking picture.
You whacked the shit out of him?
I, being into that roomie so much, I was like, phone on the rakh le, nahi to tod dungi. So and my sister was like, what did she just, and she just turned back and she's like, I'm not with her. I'm not with her. And she's like, I don't know. And then I was like, I also immediately realized what I said. And this is not how I react.
Right.
At least not after.
You're not an aggressive person, is that what you're saying?
No, I am an energetic person, but I am not aggressive when I know I'm in public space.
You would be thoda sa aggressive.
So that has changed as an actor.
Okay.
So I've changed that way as an actor. So I know when I'm an actor and I'm in public place, I will behave a certain way because
you're a public figure.
Yeah, because I'm a public figure. Yeah. So that I should not have done that, and I kind of immediately spontaneously reacted because I had just come out of Manmarziyaan. And yeah, that was embarrassing.
You should be happy you didn't come out of Game Over, no?
Oh
You'd be
God,
whacking the shit out of him.
No, I'll tell you what, my sister was worried after Badla. She was like, I'm not sure who is she killing after she comes back home. So I was like, this is not a good character to bring back home.
Right.
Game Over was, I was getting depressed, borderline depressed, because obviously I had tools to get myself normal. But I used to text my sister because she's the only bouncing board I have in life. I don't freak my parents out telling them what's happening in my head, because for them sitting back home in Delhi, it's quite scary to see their daughter going through these kind of mental ups and downs. And they'll
Have you
be
seen
like,
a shrink or felt the need to after a performance? Just to get out of it? Like, because it's just staying with you for too long?
like, do what?
Like, see a shrink. I mean, like, meet a therapist.
No, I thought about it couple of times, but I decide if I should or no after I come back from that vacation or a holiday I take. If I feel it's still not leaving me, if ever I feel, till now it has been fine. I've been able to get rid of it, most of it. But if I don't, after I come back from a holiday, which is a ritual for me after every film, I will end up seeing one.
Where are you going now?
Game Over got done before, right?
Achha,
so it's a shooting of the film that matters.
Where did you go after Game Over?
I went to some European country only. Yeah, I went to some European country.
Sorry, you were saying you were texting your sister.
Yeah, I was just texting her and telling her that, you know, come here, I'm not feeling nice, and you know, it's very disturbing. Just random, like maybe I'll just probably crib about that, you know, I didn't get my lines properly today, but I'm very depressed about it, which is not a very depressing thing. It's okay. So I used to get depressed about small things very easily. And you know, then she is understood that how it really happens. So she's immediately used to video call me and just talk about everything else except my work, which she knows that will lighten me up a little bit. So yeah, so that kind of helped me get back. I never stayed alone in the room, except the times I had to come back and sleep. I made sure I'm out with people around me, because anything, if I'm alone, I start going in some random directions, of because I was psyching myself out through the entire shooting of that film to believe that I have some sort of a fear which I'm not able to overcome. And because I don't have that kind of a past that my character Swapna had, I could not think that I had to take out something from my life. So I had to keep on thinking about my biggest fear again and again for 35 days, every single day for 12 hours. So it was very easy and seamless after a point to think in that direction. So I had to somehow push myself back into a normal space, that okay, no, now it's back up, you're not going to think like that, and get back to normal. So that kind of does psych my brain out. I started doing that from Pink, and I realized that it is going to happen with me more and more the more I took such kind of films. And it is happening.
What happened with Pink? I mean, that's another person who's been through serious trauma, right?
Yeah, so that was before Pink. I never thought I could cry without glycerin. And Pink, I never used glycerin. And after Pink, I remember when I came back, though I was staying with my parents, thankfully, in Delhi when we were shooting, it was all at least fine when I came back home. But after the film got over, I used to cry at the drop of the hat. Like, I used to look at a beggar and cry. I'm watching Jan Gan Man happening on television, I'm crying. It used to be like anything very, like the simple small things of, you know, anything, patriotism, misery for that matter. Both cases. It used to just trigger something and I used to cry. I don't know what really changed. So I cannot say why it happened like that, but things
You felt vulnerable,
changed.
just like your character.
Yeah.
You became that person.
Yeah.
That's freaking scary.
Yeah, it is. I was telling
You
someone...
take care, huh?
Yeah, I am trying. That's why I'm trying to make myself like... I keep myself surrounded with a lot of cool friends, like who are funny and good people and positive energies, so that I cannot really get drawn into this direction. Because if I look at the filmography that I had, it's quite scary to be me now after getting in and out of such crazy characters. So, but yeah, so I've had some really good people around me to keep me sane.
So when you do a movie like Jodwa 2 or something, does that like ease things a little bit?
Oh, a lot.
Chashme Padmu.
A lot, it does.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.